This college football week 0 picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Circus Sports. Circus Sports is giving away $14 million this NFL season. Sign up in Vegas and play from anywhere. Get all the info over at circusports.com. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app to get last minute tickets at the lowest price guaranteed. Use promo code SGPN for $20 off. We're also brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now and use code DGEN. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on any college football bet, only on the DraftKings Sportsbook with code DGEN. To the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Good day, mate. Oh shit! I read the wrong lines. Oh,
you are stealing the lines from one Pick Dundee, Colby Dant, aka the artist formerly known as the Dantabase from the College Football Experience. What's happening, Colby?
I mean, do you remember the Farley van down by the river bit?
No,
living in a van,
okay,
down by the river. Hey, what is that, Bill Shakespeare over there? Looks like instead of writing papers, you're using them for rolling doobies.
There's a part in that though where the late Phil Hartman is explaining that Matt Foley's been in the basement drinking coffee for the past 10 hours.
He's shaking.
Well, that's the way I feel with I've been just sitting here talking college football every day for 12 hours. You let me out of the pen and I'm ready to go, buddy.
Yes. And Colby has been toiling away in the hypothetical college football world, putting team preview after team preview out. If you haven't gotten a chance to catch up on it, make sure you head over to the College Football Experience. Every FBS team, even a couple FCS teams.
We got all the FCS. By Friday, we have one conference left with Missouri Valley, which is like the SEC of the FCS.
Oh, FCS conferences.
Yeah, so we cover every team there. We got you covered.
Pay attention. What are you doing?
Yes, Chad G. Nailing everyone's sentiment. By saying, I don't know about anyone else, but if I was in office, I wouldn't be able to stand up right now. That's how excited I am. Let's go, Chad.
You have to know when to come.
It is. It's just a great time of year. Of course, Kramer and I will be out in beautiful Las Vegas this Thursday through Saturday. We got our debut VSiN show, 9:00 Pacific, over on YouTube TV, wherever you get VSiN. And of course, we're signing up for Circus Sports, Circa Millions. Get all the details there, circusports.com. If you're going to be out there 24th through the 26th, aka this weekend, come by, say hi. We're going to be doing live podcasts as well. They have some events, open bar. Go up to Derek Stevens and say, I'm here. I'm signing up because of the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
He'll get a kick out of that.
Definitely let him know.
Not at all worried that Hillary could loop back around.
Hillary didn't want any part of college football. Hey, you know, Hillary tried to show up, but ultimately got defeated. I think we've seen that narrative before. A lot to get to, Ryan. Also, before we hop into it, we did release our first Patreon episode, aka Sports Gambling Podcast Stories. We went over the birth, the formation, how we became friends, how we started SGPN. We also have our $1,000 NFL win totals contest, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon, and the weekly Patreon pick'ems. If you're in the middle tier and higher, this week it will all be college football pick'em. So make sure you get in, sign up for the contest. Let's get it. Colby.
Or
what are you going to say?
I was just going to say, and take advantage of that release. We should call it a drop when we put the episode out. That's what the kids call it. We did a drop.
We did a drop,
not a release. We want to be very careful. We saw how that student journalist took down Pat Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
We want to make sure no one thinks that we're doing any weirdo fat guy stuff. No car washes over here.
A lot of interesting games. We're gonna get to all of them. Let's get into it, Kramer. What do we got?
Well, Sean, you know what? I put in the old post on X. I'm changing the way I speak thanks to Elon Musk. Shout out to him. But we are firing live ammunition, Sean, for the first time. And I know other sports are happening. I know we've won on stuff. It's not the same. Football's different. It hits different. And Sean, where will we be watching these games? Uh-oh. Danger. We'll be in Vegas.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you ever been in Vegas for week 0 before?
I don't think I have. I mean, every year, every year we go. I think there's maybe been some times we've been out there for Labor. No, because normally we get out there that Tuesday after Labor Day, gearing up for the NFL Week 1,
for a long
NFL
week.
Kickoff. I'm trying to think. I don't even think I've ever been out there for college football week 1. We've always celebrated it here in the office. Same with college football week 0.
So this is what I'm getting.
We're going to be able to see most of the games out in Las Vegas.
No
it's
warm
going to
up.
be pretty awesome.
No warm up.
No,
we got to be
right
careful.
into the deep end.
We're going to have to look out for one another. Make sure we don't do anything crazy.
We need to have some gambling buddies. Like, hey, I'm thinking of parlaying Jacksonville State with Jackson State. No, actually, I don't like Jackson State. We'll get to that, but.
And also we might have to leave the premises because they don't offer FCS on that. Yeah, we had a little interaction with Mr. Benson today.
What's going on there with that?
We'll just brush it under the rug. Brush it under the rug. What's brush it under the rug? We'll figure it out. What's Josh doing right now? Is he showing something?
We were trying to get FCS versus FCS lines up at Circa. Hopefully we'll talk to Derek. Maybe they can get him up. I know. I'll be trying to get down on it.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, but the day starts kind of early. Not really. I mean, we're on the West Coast, so for the first game to start at 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast, thank you.
That's perfect. Perfect
time.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to be out in Vegas.
Yeah, time to get breakfast. We don't have to worry about hustling and bustling. I don't know what our situation is going to be, Sean, but I assume you're going to want maybe a corned beef sandwich with some eggs on it for breakfast, maybe a hash.
Oh, a little liquid breakfast.
We'll be celebrating the great Church of the Catholics and their homeland of Ireland as Notre Dame travels home and is trailed by our Navy. I got to look into this one. How much does Navy get paid to go on this road trip? Navy is catching 21 points here, plus 850 on the money line. 50.5 is the total. Notre Dame, a ridiculous minus 1450 on the money line coming back. I don't remember the last time our Navy had to have a true road game like this. Maybe the Persian Gulf stuff.
No, they played in Ireland before.
Yeah, they played.
Yeah.
No. I mean like our Navy.
Yeah, they played in Ireland.
They brought the ships over there. How'd that go?
They got destroyed. They got destroyed 50-10 versus Notre Dame in 2012, and they got destroyed 54-27 in 1996 against Notre Dame. So Navy has not gotten off to a great start. And in my head, I was like, you know what, Navy Service Academy, these guys don't go down without a fight. And then I was looking back at some of Navy's Week 1 performances, and unfortunately, they do go down without a fight. They lost to BYU by 52 points. They lost to Marshall by 42 points. They lost to goddamn Delaware. Our Navy lost to Delaware in a football game.
I was on the Blue Hens
in a football game opening round. And one of those games was when I think it was like we were just getting out of COVID, and like right before the game, I was on Navy. I remember. And they go, all right, we're about to kick off the game. Just a reminder, Navy has not been able to practice tackling because of the COVID restrictions. I go, oh fuck, they're about to get destroyed. They did. I love the service academies, but Navy, they promoted their defensive coordinator to head coach. Looking at their defense, I don't see why he got the job. And Navy, you want to play Navy the first week of the season because, as the Notre Dame head coach pointed out, you get 2 weeks to prepare for the triple option. Ty Lavatai, Navy quarterback. He missed spring practice, so they don't even have that.
I don't think he's going to start because they're not.
He's coming back.
They're not
injury,
doing
right?
the traditional triple option anymore.
Tell me about this.
They're doing the Kennesaw State triple option, which is like out of the gun. It's
what is
like
that noise, right?
Yeah.
Not in my schools. This is
That's
blasphemy.
when you cue the "I want a dick rubbed on you."
That was very odd.
Yes, but no.
That was my reaction to the modern triple option.
But Navy's defense was actually good last year under Newberry. So like,
you hear it, so you see what's going on here, Sean.
oh yeah, give me the points in the midship.
Oh well, now talk Sean back into it because I talked him out of it all.
No, initially I was gonna go Navy, but just looking at Navy, what they did last year, their records in opening games, again losing to Delaware at home.
Isn't this like a Heisman campaign? Don't you start off the Heisman campaign?
Yeah,
with
Sam Hartman.
I don't.
Sam
love
Hartman's
Sam Hartman.
done like 3 tours of duty. He's in his 6th year, going into Notre Dame. He went there because they hooked him up with a bunch of NIL
Yeah, they paid
action.
him.
I
Some
mean,
gold, some leprechaun gold.
Yeah.
Is that offensive? Can we say leprechaun?
No, not apparently not to Phil Jerkovic. But
no, I guess the counter is they hung with Notre Dame last year, right?
I think the counter is the NCAA rule change is not regarding the option,
But the cut blocking.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's that rule change, but that's not what I was referring to. I was referring to they're going to the moving clock.
Yeah.
And the moving clock mixed with a rainstorm, it's supposed to rain all day, makes me think that you play the points.
Oh, meteorology alert.
Yeah. It's Ireland. It's always fucking
First
raining.
game of the year, and you're already doing weather predictions.
I was on Northwestern last year, but I think that was just more how could Nebraska be this much of a favorite with these kind of with the crazy travel and all that stuff. I don't know, man. New offense. Going
Everyone's
up
going to be
Notre
rooting
Dame.
for Notre Dame too, but
it's going to be a Notre Dame home game.
I just think with the moving clock, the fact it's going to rain. Also, Sam Hartman agreed to go to Notre Dame with a different offensive coordinator, and they're not going to be running the slow mesh. So I actually think Navy could actually maybe force some problems. I am a little bit worried about the Notre Dame run game. But
are they running something more complex?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like the.
Well, that's not horrible then.
What do you mean? He's never not played in the slow mesh.
No, I mean like if it's it's going to be more complex then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's that, and Navy's defense is actually pretty good. And then I don't think Notre Dame really knows how to prepare for this. They've never played Kennesaw State.
But they had 2 weeks though.
I understand that, but this is a weird offense. It's
right. I guess the counter is Navy's never played Kenesaw's offense either, right?
I don't think so, but they've played.
No, but I'm saying like they've never. Yeah, but the quarterback. Which do we even know who's starting for Navy?
Here
I
you go.
believe it's
Doesn't
going
matter.
Yeah,
in like true football form, it doesn't matter.
Colby hates quarterbacks. Don't bring that up.
Why it doesn't
but
matter.
actually Navy normally has cool quarterbacks because they'll dive deep into actually playing the position.
Navy's not taking this game seriously because they're not sending our boy over there.
Big thing I took out of the preseason stuff. From 2 separate kind of one was kind of focused in on Sam Hartman and one was just an anecdotal statement, and it was basically Wake Forest not worried that they lost Sam Hartman, which I understand that he had a great career there. Colby will tell you that everyone has good numbers there.
Well, Dave Clawson's been very good with the quarterback position.
Keeps a good program,
even at Bowling Green, even at Richmond. Yeah,
keeps a good program.
Well, I'm saying it's very quarterback friendly.
So, my key takeaway: Wake Forest wasn't worried about losing this quarterback that now is being touted as a Heisman hopeful because he's going to Notre Dame, a team that is now magically going to fix all their problems from last year and be a contender. So, while I was actually going to lay the points. Originally,
oh wow!
I was reminded. I pulled open my handy college football notes at the Notes app. And I saw it says the note is Wake not worried about Sam Hartman. Fade Notre Dame.
By the way, I think it's Tedros Gleaton that's going to be starting for
that's a great
Navy
Tedros.
Tedros.
It reminds me of Petros Papadakis, the local guy here, former USC quarterback. You guys
Petros Papadakis.
You guys are crazy. Notre Dame.
He was
all
at
the
Mountain
way.
West Media Day. I got to meet him.
Notre Dame minus 20.
He's a hero around here. Would he play running back for USC? He played football.
No, he played quarterback.
Yeah, so I thought quarterback. Yeah,
Oh shit, that's even wilder. Slinging heroes and football. All right, heading over to a game that you're going to be surprised because you might be looking at your betting screen right now. You don't see North Alabama versus Mercer taking place in Montgomery, Alabama, 12:30 on the West Coast. Hopefully, this will be on a screen so we can bet on it. Mercer laying 19.
I think this is ESPN too, so I think this will definitely be on a screen. Yeah,
ESPN Plus, you mean?
No, like ESPN. There's only a few games, man. So look at that. See that ESPN?
Wow,
yeah.
ESPN really falling off, Sean. Carrying a Mercer, North Alabama. Is this where Tyreek Hill went to college?
No, I believe that's West Alabama.
Oh shit, Colby. Anyway, break down this game for everyone because I obviously didn't prep for it.
That was your analysis. Tyreek Hill went to college.
No, I did a bunch of research on Mercer. I could not find anything on North Alabama.
Well, North Alabama's breaking in a new head coach. Last year,
Mercer returns 9 of its 11 all SoCon offensive and defensive players from last year's 7-4 squad. They got an elite receiving duo. They were putting up a ton of points, 38.2 points per game, number 6 in the FCS. That's why they're 19-point favorites. But please tell me, they have a very good offensive line, Mercer. I couldn't find anything about North Alabama football. Explain to me.
They were terrible last year. Well, it's weird. They were 1-10, but they pretty much lost like every game by like one score. So they were terrible, but they were not that terrible.
Yeah.
They have a brand new head coach and Noah Walters, their quarterback's back. They're switching to kind of this high octane offense, and the defense. I mean, they got destroyed in the portal. A lot of guys that were on the team last year that were key players dipped out. So I expect them to struggle. Brand new head coach, brand new offense, brand new defense, and meanwhile Mercer's an FCS playoff contender.
So they were 1-10, 0-5 in conference, correct?
Yeah, okay. But it was a lot of close losses, man. A lot, like they were better than their record. And meanwhile, Mercer replaces Fred Payton at the quarterback spot. Carter Peavy coming in, and they return 10 of 11 starters on defense. So gotta like that.
So you like North Alabama and the points, Colby?
No, I'm gonna go Mercer.
All right. I'll trust Colby on this. Again, I couldn't find a ton of stuff on North Alabama, but yeah, give me Mercer. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Kramer?
mean, I was over here like, wow, this does not look like something Colby's created. What he's looking at right now, and so I got curious, and then as he was breaking the game down, I'm like, oh, I see what this is. Give me Mercer minus 19. Trust us.
That line has already jumped down a little bit, by the way, guys.
To what?
16.5.
What do you mean? It's going the other way?
Going the other way.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well,
That's dangerous.
I'm still laying it. Let's go.
What's funny is this. I think the number
FCS lines move, man.
I mean, all right. But in the future, we should adjust the FCS line since the ones that we get originally are basically not right.
I just noticed right now.
They're from the source.
I just noticed right now. Yeah.
So it's 16.5.
16 and a half.
Have you ever
right?
seen the?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the?
I'm taking 16.5 then. Fuck
you ever
19.
seen that Deal or No Deal show?
Yes.
We got a direct line. There's a guy inside of DraftKings, right like that.
Yeah.
We got a direct line to him.
And it's pretty fascinating to watch all the stuff. You know what I mean? Like I pretty much.
I'm telling you right now, like Colby has this spreadsheet full screen. Maybe I'll take a picture and put it on social media. Although my phone, Colby, you'll have to take a picture. Anyway, yeah, I think I have to take Mercer both because of the reverse line movement and the notion that maybe I know something.
I mean, returning 10 of 11 on defense too. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and you were right. Tyreek Hill did go to West Alabama. Where else did he go to college?
Oklahoma State.
And
with the mullet.
And
somewhere in the SEC, right?
Garden City.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Thought he might have went to like Ole Miss for like a semester.
School.
Yeah.
That's in Kansas. All right.
Every JUCO's in Kansas.
Got it. Yeah. Good tax rules in Kansas. All right. So look at us. First time this year. It feels good. Even producer Josh is do-si-doing down the hallway with us. Full salute. North Alabama's going to win on the money line now. That's how it goes. Well, the Discord.
Go with the Lions.
Give them their first pick. Hold on.
I got the heart of lions, tigers, and bears.
I apologize. I have totally forgot about the Discord. Did not add them in a column. Now it's in there. They have their first play of the week. All right, 2:30 Pacific. Yeah. just a note for next year, maybe a couple more morning games. It seems like the day is not really getting started until closer to 4. 2:30 on the West Coast. Jacksonville, Alabama. This time we got UTEP and Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State catching a point here,
making their FBS debut.
What the did I do here? Plus 120 for Jacksonville State. This can't be right. I'm gonna say that's not right. Minus 115 for UTEP. Minus 105 the other way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not? Were we not interested in Jacksonville State last year? Did they not? Were you not repeatedly putting them on the sheet for some reason?
No, a couple of years ago they beat Florida State when we were in Vegas.
That was electric.
Yeah.
What and Jacksonville State?
That was amazing.
They've had a really good run in
Taggart.
FCS. That's obviously why they're moving up to FBS. Colby, how have teams going from FCS to FBS season 1, game 1? How have they shown up?
Actually, they've been pretty fire, especially their first season. I mean, James Madison came in last year and beat the piss out of Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, because I look at all their stats. I mean, they were averaging, 424 yards per game. Very good on the ground. They get this kid Tayshawn Smoot. Running backs are really good, and then on defense, they got this kid Chris Hardy, 5.5 sacks, 15.5 tackles for loss last year.
And I think it's going to be Zion Webb at the quarterback spot. He's a 7th year senior.
Oh my God.
Former Clemson quarterback. And that's Rich Rodriguez's offense. Look, they've been wanting this game. I fully expect this to be a sellout and be rocking.
Yeah. And they're at home. UTEP hasn't been good on the road. Last year, they're 2-4 ATS on the road.
I love this play, man.
What's the kid's name?
Zion Webb. Yeah. He's good.
In Rich Rod we trust, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. I mean, listen.
Yeah, he's been good about getting these kids ready to play. I'm all in on Jacksonville State.
Are they going to be? Will they be in the SEC soon?
Maybe
they're going to take. They're going to knock
right when we have this thing where we, they kick Vandy out.
They well, I mean, Kansas. They got.
Rich Rod's in the SEC. He goes from FCS to SEC in like 3 years.
Well, they got to get rid of New Mexico.
They need the teams to get the losses. That's why they need a Jacksonville State. Hey, you're local. Come down here, whoop your ass, pay you a couple bucks, call it a day. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Also, did I hear Colby say it's going to be lit?
Oh yeah.
5:30. It's late enough to be lit.
I might fucking fly over.
Probably
there.
Eating some crawdads, little boil maybe before the game.
Let's go.
Someone please make a SGP drinking game, and it's going to be lit. Has to be like one of the main squares.
if you don't drink,
drinking bingo.
A family game could be bingo. Adult game can be drinking bingo.
D Bettis pointing out Rich Rod stunk it up as a Power 5 coach. This is different though.
What do you mean he stunk it up?
No,
I disagree.
He took
with
Arizona
that.
to the Pac-12 championship a couple times.
D Bettis is very negative. His
almost went to the national championship with West Virginia.
His system. In some ways, he was a poor man. Chip Kelly. He was always successful offensively though. Always had weapons.
Well, and also they're in the Ohio Valley, so they're not in the Power 5.
No, but even when he was like West Virginia,
I think he's
to your point, Arizona
very good head coach
in multiple conferences, multiple
to Colby's point,
decades of football. How dare you?
This is the ultimate get up spot for Jacksonville State. UTEP doesn't know what they're getting into.
First ever FBS game. They've been wanting this for fucking a long
chomping
time.
at the bit.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, this is there's gonna be Gatorade dump, Sean. So we'll fade
100%.
them. We'll fade them next week.
Week
after
2.
They dump the
week
Gatorade.
2, Jackson. Oh, we've convinced producer Josh.
Josh, that's what you get for putting your picks in before us. Discord now with 2 picks, Sean. UTEP and North Alabama. Ohio, 4 p.m. here on the West Coast. San Diego, California. Ohio taking on our gal, San Diego State. Coming fresh off a nice basketball run. Decker had the time of his life.
Oh yeah.
If you go check out his social feed to see how much of a time of his life he had.
A little bummed at the Final Four or the championship game.
That kind of sad, but it was awesome before that. And then,
man, that buzzer beater was really. Go back on our Instagram. That was a great moment.
The highs of that and the lows of him watching the Chargers. Oh my God, San Diego
Too
State
much for his heart.
Laying 2.5, minus 140 on the money line, plus 120 for Ohio. 49 is the total. Colby, you were out at the Mountain West Media Circus the beautiful Circa.
Yes.
In Las Vegas. Did you get a chance to spend any time with Mr. Hoke?
I did.
Nice.
Everyone was at the time interviewing him about conference realignment, which
Did anyone ask him about the headset?
But no,
Any
no one
headset
did.
related
No one
questions?
did. No one did. But
Kind of respect him for not wearing the headset now. I feel like that was a younger man's take when I gave him shit about how he must be stupid for not wearing the headset. That's delegation. He doesn't need to know.
yeah.
Surprise him.
Sometimes less is more.
Surprise me.
So many times coaches I feel like can outthink themselves.
Oh,
It's like watching
Doesn't need that
Jim
bullshit
Zorn.
chatter.
What-
he's,
what am
not,
I-
he's not one of these millennials always talking, chit chatting.
One of my favorite moments in NFL history is watching Jim Zorn against the Giants do a fake field goal and then have to redo the down because of a penalty and do the same fucking fake field goal. It's one of the most amazing moments of all time.
football guy. Hey, you know what? I'm going right back to rocks. I know. I just
And it was like the one with like the one offensive lineman who just snaps it. You know what I mean? Like the rest of the defense is coming at him.
You mean we actually on this show, Colby? I know you haven't been on in a while. We call that the Zeke.
The Zeke. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was fantastic.
Is this
that was very
is this the opening game in Snapdragon Stadium or
No,
was it?
that was
it
last year.
Okay,
yeah, it was actually the hottest day in I believe San Diego sports history last year.
Well,
people
they
went
just
to the
survived
hospital.
hurricane this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because Ohio returns Curtis Rourke, the brother of Nathan Rourke, who's on Jacksonville.
He's going to be
Curtis has
starting
a-
for Jacksonville
He's
later.
had quite the career. 5,444 passing yards, 8.7 yards per attempt, 39 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Now, San Diego State, they're known for their defense, not a super high-powered offense, but
They're going to the air raid. Did you
Yeah.
learn? Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't like teams switching to the air raid. I'm skeptical it's going to be an easy plug and play for the Aztecs. And Ohio quietly, one, very good ATS. They were 10-4 last year. Two, Ohio, like their defense, I think is pretty good. Phil Steele breaking down their linebackers. Ohio linebackers 44th in the nation. Aztecs 53rd. Kind of a shot at them. Phil Steele had the premier Aztecs player as their senior punter kicker, Jake Browning.
He has to put some thought. Next year, let's ask.
Remember,
him
Punt
that.
God was there.
But
yeah.
Let's make sure we ask him next year. Like if he's like when he's editing the book, or does he have the editor just alert him to any teams where he's highlighted a special teams player over everyone else on the team, just so he can double check.
What was I going to say? So Sean, you're taking the Ohio Bobcats to
Yep.
make
No.
Nathan Rourke is going to make San Diego State's defense look like Mickey Rourke's face.
He's
that
gonna
mean?
he's gonna
Have you seen
shred
Mickey Google image Mickey Rourke's face?
He's
All right,
they're
please.
gonna look.
Yeah.
Does that Rourke is he was knocked out for injury, but he's 100%, right?
Yeah,
last
he
year
just
he
got
went
named
up.
starting quarterback, but yes, I mean, you worry a little bit with an ACL, but
Wait, so you
But it's been a while. I think it was earlier in the season, right?
it was late. No, it was actually like a week before the MAC championship.
Dude, he's coming back quick as shit.
okay. That is
He's not
concerning.
Adrian Peterson over here.
I'm actually gonna go San Diego
Yeah,
State just
you have
because
to. That road trip.
I just feel like the Mountain West and MAC's a pretty decent gap. And
Take the 2.5.
No,
Don't lay the 2.5.
Sean,
right?
Colby just said something very important.
Yeah.
The Mountain West is a much better conference.
San
San Diego State's a much better
and
team.
they're still running that Rocky Long defense, which I think can kind of give Ohio some fits.
I'm actually
Are you?
I'm beta testing something this year. Gonna get into Brady Hoke. Be a Brady Hoke guy this year.
All right.
I am a little scared about going to the air raid. I'm like, why? You normally have like an awesome running back that runs for like 500 yards every game.
He's progressing. He's evolving. Brady Hoke. This evolution of Brady Hoke, I think I'm gonna get behind.
There you go, man.
Colby's not. It doesn't seem like Colby's all.
No,
in.
I mean, look, San Diego State, they really botched their attempt to go to what is now the Pac-4, and
That worked
you know
out
what
for
I mean?
him.
Like, yeah, it did
It
sort of
worked
work out for
What
him.
do you mean? Sort of worked
Well,
out.
No, they were still stupid. The Big 12 was interested, and they're like, "No, we don't want the Big 12. We want the Pac."
Oh.
So the Big 12 was like, "Okay, well, fuck yourself, then." And you know, now they're in this spot where it's like, "Well, I hope you enjoy."
Colby, who does the Big 12 have in Southern California?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they're still interested. That offer is still available.
All right. Breaking news. You guys talked me into the Aztecs.
Oh.
I thought.
Play the Benedict music.
Bum, 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 bum.
Feels good to be in season form.
I thought Rourke, in my head, Rourke was knocked out earlier. To your point, it was. I looked it up. It was November 22nd.
Yeah, it was right before the MAC
number
championship.
one thing
That's
that
not even.
colleges.
Yeah, that's way too quick.
Number one thing
I'm
that
faded.
colleges lie about. They lie about the health of their quarterbacks. I mean, I'll never. Was it Derek King?
Oh yeah.
That like, well, he's gonna come back, and he wasn't fine the entire year. So yeah, I think these colleges, they don't have to disclose any of the medical shit, so you don't fucking know. But there's no way this guy's ready. All right, so another one for the Discord.
Yep. Enjoy your Bobcats.
San Diego State's our guys, right?
Yeah, we were always gonna take this one. Come on, what are we doing here? 4 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading over to New Mexico, where the New Mexico State taking on UMass.
Don't worry, I got Las Cruces elevation queued up, 3,900 feet.
Oh,
no one, tell me another show that's giving you Las Cruces elevation.
Oh yeah, the green chilies, love it. Minus 265 on the money line. 215 for UMass. 45 is the total. If I didn't say it, New Mexico State laying 6.5 here. First gambling lesson. What are they doing? They're begging you.
The line movement's scary in this one. Man.
Well, it started at 7.5. It's down to 6.5. It's.
I feel like 5 days. I feel like maybe even like a week ago it was at 9.5.
UMass is 3-37 the last 4 years. UMass won 1 game last year, week 3. New Mexico State won a bowl game last year. They won 5 of their last 6. UMass lost 23-13 at home last year against New Mexico State. There's no reason in the world you should be taking UMass in the points here. That's the only reason you would take it is because it makes no fucking sense.
Hang on here, man.
What am I missing?
Well, look, and New Mexico State is a team. That was one of my locks last year on the over, and I love Jerry Kill and what he's doing there. But UMass, that was Don Brown's first year last year.
Okay.
He brought in a slew of transfers, and I think this year he brings it. And like the transfers are like from Michigan and Arizona and Penn State. Like Don Brown was Michigan's DC under Harbaugh. So I kind of am buying into like UMass's depth being a lot better. The question is can they move the ball? They have a former Clemson transfer starting. Fomacha Khan, I think is his name, at the quarterback spot.
Sounds like an appetizer. You guys want to start out with some Fomacha Khan? It's like a pita bread comes with some dipping sauce. Yeah,
I'll do the one.
I like using it as a word, like instead of je ne sais quoi. You know, a certain Fomacha Khan.
Yeah, it's a vibe in a room.
There's so many good college names. I don't know how it works out like that.
I will take. Give me the. I'm scared of because the movement there. Give me UMass. Give me UMass.
What
there
are you
because
scared of?
why was that 9.5 and now it's at 6.5?
Because the sharps came in on UMass.
Yeah,
you know what sharps use? Bullshit numbers, Colby.
This is too cute. Yeah. You could. I mean, I'm not gonna. What was Jeff Ross? What was his all-time roast joke? I wouldn't fuck you with Ruth. Someone else's dick. Yeah. I'm blanking on it, but come
on, you guys are the professionals.
No, I'll look it up. I'm butchering it. But
so rule number 5.
No way am I betting UMass. Give me New Mexico. Yeah. Come on, break out our college football commandments. Thou shall not take UMass.
New Mexico State before last year was on that fucking list.
Well, they're not on it anymore. And right now, if you want to know the update, thou shall never lay points with Narduzzi, fade Sark, fade Mike Loxley, fade Bowling Green, fade UMass, and fade Harbaugh. That's a
you have fade Harbaugh on there. That one, come on, that makes no sense.
All right, I'll delete it. All right, I'm big enough to delete it. It's finally anyway. UMass is on that list, so I think we're fading them.
So the quote is, "I wouldn't fuck Sandra Bernhard with B. Arthur's dick."
Oh wow,
that's just shrapnel everywhere.
That joke might be too hot for 2023, Sean.
So Kramer, you're on New Mexico State minus 6.5.
Now the transcriber is going to just put that joke back down in history. People are going to look up who B. Arthur is.
What do you guys think about these unders? Do you think more will happen because of the rule changes?
So explain your theory.
Well, the clock is running.
Yeah. So explain the rule change.
Do we try?
Let's say someone's a TMZ fan.
Okay.
They're not like
so
you.
You go out of bounds. Guess what? The clock's running. You get a first down. Guess what? It doesn't stop the clock anymore in college football.
They don't.
Yeah.
Which
is a pretty.
Is it a ball set? Then the clock runs again, or is it pure running? Okay.
I don't know though. I don't know that to be fact.
I would say this. obviously this is a TV executives trying to like shorten the games. I guess are we attacking the length of football? Because I don't. Is there a problem with the length of football?
They apparently have a big issues. Like, dude, those Oklahoma State Texas Tech games are like 7 hours, but it's fantastic in my opinion.
I don't think this. I don't think this changes shit. I think maybe you'll see some lower scoring games when teams are deliberate about running the ball and things like that. And I think when you have shootouts, you're still gonna have teams going fast. And so,
but it definitely I would think more opportunities for upsets, right?
I mean, again,
depth. You don't have to go deeper into your bench, right?
I mean, let's see the data. Let's see how many fewer plays it actually results in before we overreact. I mean, the most likely outcome is that it results in 3 plays less a game. Is it even 5%?
I think it's going to make a difference in the 2-minute drill because they already don't obviously have the 2-minute warning. You're taking away clock stopping for first downs.
I don't actually know the rule.
No, not under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, it's back to the old rules.
Okay, so then to Kramer's point, I don't know if it's
wait. So they're not stopping for first downs?
No, not until under 2 minutes.
Okay, I mean,
because
not
2 minutes
stopping at all.
Well,
like the NFL
if you call
rule.
a timeout.
Oh no, okay, so it's the NFL.
Yeah.
So they're copying the NFL timing.
Yeah, they're trying to make college football like the NFL.
So, but in the NFL, if you go out of bounds, like before 5 minutes left in the second or fourth quarter, they set the ball and then the clock starts running again.
I would imagine that's what we're gonna see. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like that in college. They actually held it stopped. I don't think that was. I don't think that's the actual change. I think the bigger change is the first down. So anyway, I think it turns into
if you go out of bounds before it would stop, right?
But then it restarts. It did before. I'm guessing it did. Anyway, I'm guessing it's going to turn into a relatively trivial change. Maybe totals come down a couple points.
Okay.
I don't think
so here is the official changes. 1, no consecutive timeouts.
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, that
so
should have always
icing
been
the kicker. That's fucking terrible. I like when they can use
can't call
back-to-back
timeouts in any sport. I agree with that.
No, I disagree.
That is a weird rule.
The tech in basketball.
2, no untimed down at the end of the first and third quarter.
Oh, that's gonna piss off gamblers. that's why would you do that?
And then 3, clock runs after first downs, except inside of 2 minutes and a half. But again, what they would do is they would stop the clock until the ball's set on a first down. Then it would still run.
Yeah, but dude, like that can make like if you're going no huddle in college where you're getting like 20 yards of play, you know.
So, but again, does it create 3 extra plays per offense? Like let's see what the data says. My guess is we're gonna have like a slight downtick in totals, and to your point, bad teams that are really good at grinding out the clock.
I mean,
and playing defense are probably gonna have a tiny bit of edge.
I do like again hashtag not a totals guy, but the Ohio San Diego State total sitting at 49. That seems way too high. Way too high considering Rourke again coming off that ACL somewhat early. San Diego State put it in a new offense. Both teams playing pretty good defense. 49 feels super high.
I mean, I think you can maybe even tuck it into the Navy Notre Dame one. 50.5.
It's a big number.
Yeah,
it's a big number. Sam Hartman not there. Wake Forest not worried. He's gone. All right. So we're Colby's standing on an island taking UMass. Okay. Final answer?
Give me a 28-24 final.
All right, Colby. And let's move along to the next game because this one's a big one. Most people are probably going to be. This is a matchup they probably tuned in for. 4 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Albany, New York. You're wondering who the fuck are we about to talk about? Fordham and Albany. Albany laying
Fordham
7.5.
went to the FCS playoffs last year, buddy.
And what was the name of that quarterback?
Tim DeMar. He's on the Redskins.
Fucking electric. Albany laying 7.5 here. Obviously. Did this line already also move?
No, I don't think. Actually, let me double check, but I don't think so.
I would say Fordham, one of the more impressive FCS teams I watched on a very limited basis. But
yeah, where does Albany get off in the Great Danes laying 7.5? I get there at home, but Fordham is a scrappy dog. I'm on Fordham all day here.
Oh
they
man,
keep a
new
good program,
quarterback, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, well, not only new quarterback, their offensive coordinator's now at Old Dominion, and they lost their wideouts. One of them's at Appalachian State. The other is at.
They got the portal wasn't good to them,
huh? And last year was a 3-point game where Fordham came from behind to get it done. And Albany's quarterback's a stud. His name is Reese Puffenberger, and he's fucking nasty.
Hold on. Puffenberger?
Puffenberger. He's a stud, man.
Way.
He is a stud.
That's a made up name. That's not real.
Watch out. Get some swag.
I'm gonna pull up his page for you. Look at this. Look at this right here. The kid's a stud, buddy.
Do we have any assets on the ground near Albany? We need to get this man
on the show. Right?
We need to get this man SGPN gear ASAP.
Look, I'm telling you, man. Look at they got multiple photos of the guy here on the page. He's from Middletown, Maryland.
He looks like a complete
CAA Rookie of the Year.
I got to be honest.
All first team this year.
He looks like a square. He does not look like someone who's.
Look at those tattoos. What are you talking about, man?
Doesn't look like a guy named Puffenberger, but we should definitely get him some swag.
Dude, Reese Puffenberger. He does follow NC Nick. NC Nick said great things about him, and then all of a sudden he got a follow. So,
all right. So he's a friend of the program.
Shout out to Reese Puffenberger. Yeah.
Oh, well,
sorry, Reese. I'm fading you. Give me Fordham plus 7.5.
You are foolish to fade Puffenberger.
Right. He's a friend. He's a friend of the program.
I'm laying it, man. I think Albany has been waiting for this one. A little revenge from a year ago, where Fordham battled back to get the dub. This game's fantastic. I'm excited to watch this one, man.
Puffenberger. I gotta follow this guy.
Yeah, let's.
I'm on it. I mean, he's going to be an SGPN athlete soon. Go. I don't. Sean obviously not.
We were ahead of the curve on Stone Labanowitz. Now we got Reese Puffenberger. Let's go, baby.
Also, we need someone to play quarterback for us next year at the Fantasy Expo. Sean. Yeah. So maybe we start the recruiting?
Well, he's only a sophomore, so I don't know. You're gonna have to talk him into.
What do you mean?
We can give him NIL deals. It doesn't impact his eligibility anymore.
Fucking fly him out to Canton, pay him a couple bucks. Maybe hook them up with some alternative methods.
Hey, if you're looking to head out to the Albany Danes, Fordham Rams, you're looking for some last second tickets. Maybe you have trouble convincing your friends that Fordham versus SUNY Albany is a game worth checking out. You can wait to the last minute with Game Time. Game Time gets you good deals at the last second. I love using Game Time. Can't wait to fire on my Eagles Rams tickets, and I'm going to wait till the last second. That's what's great about Game Time. And I know, hey, don't worry. You could. This is the procrastinators app right here, and you don't have to worry about, oh, hey, am I going to find a better price? You're not going to find a better price. If you can, and you can't, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference if you can find a better price. This is the fastest growing ticket app in the country for a reason. It's just fucking awesome. They know a good thing when they see one, aka advertising on our show. Toss them a bone, gametime.co, and they'll toss it back to you when you use the promo code SGPN. Get $20 off when you sign up for your account. Again, Game Time, new dog in the ticket game. Highly recommend them. Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code SGPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create the account, redeem code SGPN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
They are calling for rain in Albany.
Check this out, Colby.
Rams do great.
I just followed Reese Puffenberger.
Is he dunking it?
And I'm quote tweeting a video of him just absolutely.
My God. Just got
looking
some Rex Chapman in him.
Athletic as shit.
Dude, he just did a crazy dunk right there.
Quote tweet was imagine not laying the 7.5.
Look at this one right here. It's like a 360.
I'll send this to Josh so he can put it up on the.
No, he doesn't do the 360. It's the windmill. He's got the windmill down, man.
I would say, Josh he'll show this.
Imagine stacking the money, fading Reese fucking Puffenberger.
Show this at the end of the show, Josh. The video I just sent you. That's for the youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. All right. Yeah. Last chance to switch, guys. Fordham. I know me and Colby are on it.
Team Puff.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on the Rams.
All right.
Just ram it, baby.
Oh,
they do great in slippery conditions. You ever seen those Rams?
Vince Lombardi did go to Fordham.
Yeah, come on. They're a football powerhouse.
You walk right across the street there, you get a nice Italian meal. That's where the OG little like Bronx Tale. That's where it took place. That's early Italian Americans. All right, 4:30 on the West Coast. We're heading to Atlanta, Georgia, where Jackson State is taking on South Carolina State. Jackson State laying 9. Is this on some sort of neutral like Chick-fil-A situation?
It's at Center Park Stadium, the old spot where Terry Pendleton used to hit dingers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
They're playing on a baseball.
Hey, no domes all week 0. Thank you, college football.
Wow.
Yes.
Dream scenario for
absolutely
Colby.
fucking fantastic.
All right, so they're playing in a small stadium on a baseball field.
No, yeah, they don't have the dirt there, unfortunately, anymore.
That's all right.
But
we like the South Carolina State program. They keep a nice one.
This was the Celebration Bowl 2 years ago when South Carolina South Carolina State upset Jackson State and Deion Sanders.
Jackson State, they've struggled in these Atlanta neutral site games, and I was talking to Terrell, HBCU expert.
Nice.
He said always take MEAC over the SWAC, because while the SWAC typically has prolific offenses, their defenses are shit. SCSU probably gonna have the best D line in the MEAC, and they have a coaching advantage. Obviously, Jackson State with the new head coach.
He did his homework. TC Taylor's his name, the new head coach.
Under game with SCSU squeaking out a win. Love the +9. I think they are going to be a live dog. South Carolina State's not scared of Jackson State. I mean, I understand Jackson State, new head coach. They want to prove that, hey, we're a good program even without Deion. But again, Deion brought a lot of their best players.
Yeah.
I don't get why they're laying down here.
Jackson State was very active in the portal and brought in a bunch of FBS guys. Their starting quarterback was playing at Virginia Tech last season, so let's fade that green. And look, the quarterback. I'm sorry,
no, he's not good enough to stick around.
Jason Brown, the head coach of South Carolina State. His name is Buddy Pugh. This guy's a fucking legend. He's been coaching there since 2002. Former South Carolina State offensive lineman in the 70s. This matters to him. I'm all on board. Give me the 9 points.
And Buddy has owned this event, and they've done really well. Buddy, opening day. There's a lot going for South Carolina State. I think they're a live dog in this game.
Let's go.
That quarterback is weak. He is mentally weak. He lost the job. He lost the job that he had the best. I mean, there's no way he's ever going to have a better opportunity than that. And he ran scared. And I believe he was a Hokie fan. There was some like home ties there, but he ran back to the state of California or South Carolina. Cause he was a Gamecock before, right?
Yeah.
How embarrassing. You go from the big school to the little school.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm with you guys.
Okay.
No, I mean, also
on the
also need to get a different source than you.
Terrell also gave you the same information.
Diversify the picks. Hawaii, another 4:30 game here on the West Coast. Nashville, Tennessee. Hawaii heads to Vanderbilt, where it seems like maybe they're going to play football, but it could be some safety issues.
No, this is beautiful. This is like when you watch NFL films in the 70s. You're watching like a Steelers game and
just park the car in the end zone. Security guy's got his LeBaron.
Exactly. Look at that. That is awesome right there.
You got Lynn Swan running into like a Pontiac in the end zone. We're looking at the photo of Vanderbilt desperately trying to finish their end zone construction before the game.
I'm trying to score a touchdown and jump on that fucking Bobcat or whatever that is. What is that on the far
Crane?
Right? Yeah.
I'm not sorry. Wait, so like they're building something on top of this land before the game?
They're basically doing a new, like revamping the stadium.
No, but that's not going to be done till next year. Like they're just going to have some sick ass flags hanging from cranes in the end zone. It's going to look sick. They're going to talk about how the wind is different.
I like it.
It's going to create a weird vibe. Vanderbilt, everyone knows.
They should just keep it like that permanently.
Ascending program in the SEC.
Just a random
shit. Call it the construction site. Nobody goes into the construction site and gets a dub.
You got to wear your hard hat when you're going in the construction site. Look out.
That looks like
no regular bathrooms, porta johns only.
That looks like a place where Liam Neeson would be escaping from.
This is an interesting game because we all remember last year, Vandy just butt fucked Hawaii 63-10.
Why
in
is
Hawaii.
it going to be any different?
No, I can tell you why it's going to be. Yeah,
Timmy Chang. I mean,
what a great look. I know you look and say 3-10, and you think this guy,
trash.
Dude, he did a great fucking job. That team was on the defensive line. They had guys that were like 180 pounds, right? They gave up the first 4 weeks. Look at this. They get 63 to Vanderbilt, 49 to Western Kentucky, 56 to Michigan. And then they somehow beat Duquesne, FCS. Then they gave up 45 to New Mexico State. Then they get that bye week. And after that bye week, man,
things change.
They should have beaten San Diego State if it wasn't for a crazy kick return. They hold San Diego State to 16 points. They beat Nevada. They hold Colorado State to 17 points. They hold Wyoming to 27. The defense, the buy-in, it was all there, man. Let's go.
Here's the other thing too. I mean, one, I kind of think AJ Swan is interesting. I don't think he's as bad. People put him in the bottom of the list of the SEC quarterbacks. I think there is a little something there. He 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Although if you look at the advanced analytics on AJ Swan, 14 turnover worthy throws, which is pretty high. Considering he only threw 198 passes. Now you look at the Rainbow Warriors. What were they doing right in the second half of the season? It's 19th in the country in offensive line yards, 26th in the nation in rushing success rate last season. Braden Schrager Schrager bombs. What do we think of him? He started out rough, finished the second half of the season much better. But is he the starter, or what are they going to?
I think he's the starter, and Vandy though. Been building, man. They've been building. They've been getting better and better.
There's a chance they come out and even if Hawaii's improved, I
would say last note, little tragic magic there for the good folks of Hawaii, fighting for something bigger than just a somewhat would say meaningless week 0. I think this team is going to come out fired up.
Ooh.
Give me the Rainbow Warriors plus 17.5.
They got a chip on their shoulder because
they might. Yeah,
they find it offensive that Vanderbilt would have construction equipment standing right there.
Vanderbilt's failed to cover 7 of its last 10 games as a double-digit favorite.
It almost feels like there's a gambling principle we should listen to. What was the spread last year? It was like 10, right?
Yeah, it was something.
And one of those might have been Hawaii.
So it might have been 12.
Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves.
But last year, I believe it was a 10-point spread. They were on the road.
Yeah,
and so not much has changed. The roster, according to the experts, again, not Colby, a different expert than Colby.
No. But I thought Hawaii came a long way, man.
Vanderbilt's roster has gotten a lot better.
Well, no, they got rated in the portal a little bit, but
I think overall as a team, I think Vanderbilt's going to be kind of frisky overall. I think this game though, I think they could be overlooking Hawaii again. All these kids on the Hawaii program that got embarrassed at home last year. You throw in the tragedy of those Hawaiian fires. I think you're going to get a very motivated Hawaii team.
I think that's why like you look for something in the first half. I think though it's gonna
gonna let me lay the points.
And we talked about this. Nobody goes into the construction zone and gets a dub, baby. Bring that fucking hard hat. I'm not on Hawaii. He keeps trying to write in Hawaii. My bad.
Who's he?
Green. He put me down for Hawaii.
Is there someone behind?
Colby was agreeing with all my points. I forgot he zags at the last second.
Sometimes it is confusing.
First half, you look for the Hawaii. I think they're gonna be feisty at first.
Did I see? If maybe we get a little Hawaii first half, Vanderbilt.
I do like Vanderbilt over 3.5 wins. That is one of my favorite on the win total. And again, check out the college football conference previews we did. The sheet is up in the Patreon. We got all those episodes banked on our feed as well. If you're looking to go back, get some preview stuff going. I don't know. I'll stay with Hawaii.
Hawaii team total 18.5. Can they score?
I like let's do it. Let's take the over. Let's take the over, right? If they're up by a lot, the floodgates are open,
2.5 touchdowns. You can take over plus 145. They got props. Live ammunition.
You guys are crazy.
Hawaii,
no one believes in Hawaii right now.
Yeah, I'm not too chalky. Mostly chalky. San Jose State taking on USC. Year 2. Caleb Williams, best quarterback in the land. Just give him the Heisman right now. 5 p.m. on the West Coast at the Coliseum. Minus 30.5. Okay. Minus 9,000 on the money line. Can't wait to see one better bet $100,000 to win 57 cents. 25-1 for San Jose State. One game we're talking about here, Sean. 66.5 is the total. Well, it's college football season. A 25-1. That's a crazy.
That's fun. I'm gonna put $40 on San Jose State. Fucking kiss my ass.
Yeah. Wow. Private school pussies can kiss your ass.
Yeah, USC.
Good old public school kids from San Jose.
And this total keeps jumping. Remember, I was giving this thing away a couple weeks ago at 63.5. That's what I'm saying. Like this is. Remember, we were on the ad read when we're supposed to give away our parlay. I was like, give me the over on San Jose State USC 63.5.
Cole, I like the
Colby,
impression of yourself.
Caleb Williams is trying to run back-to-back Heisman trophies. Who is the last person to do that?
Come on. If he can't get that,
I don't really know Heisman.
What?
Well.
Back to back.
There's only one person that did this, right?
Is it? I mean, I don't
There's
know.
only one person that I know that has ever done this. It's Archie Griffin from Ohio State.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the Heisman.
Yes, sir. I don't mean to be insulted by the trivia, but I think that's it. The chat can correct me, but I don't think there's anyone.
No,
else.
you nailed it.
There we go.
No, but I don't think there's another option, right? Like that. It's not like there's another one where they weren't back to
in
back.
the modern era, we'll say.
Oh, okay. Back when some dude who went on to be a grocery store bagger.
It's tough because San Jose State isn't good on the road. But again, like San Jose State put up a decent amount of points. They were 27.4 points per game. Defense was pretty solid, holding opponents to 22 points per game. Obviously, that was 30th in the FBS. So yeah, I understand why this spread is that big.
It's too much, man.
But I think San Jose State, if they're going to get it in garbage time again, these massive spreads are always hard.
I worry a little bit about the San Jose State defense, but the offense returns their entire offensive line. Chevin Cordero, their quarterback, was voted first team Mountain West quarterback at Media Day, and they returned Kyrie Robinson at the running back spot and Lockhart at the wideout spot. They have guys on offense that I think we saw USC's defense. Now I know they brought in Bear Alexander and all these fucking guys, but until we see it, I can't just trust USC's defense. I think San Jose State will be able to score enough to stay within the 30.5. And I also like the over.
Yeah. Cause I think we've seen this.
You're a total guy, a full blown totals guy, Sean. You see this?
Yeah. I didn't realize we got a total guy in the house. We've seen this so many times over the years with USC teams, especially ones like these where they get up big, they take the foot off the gas. I mean, I think San Jose State can put up 28 points.
I do too. I
just do.
The defense is going to get shredded because they lost a ton on the defensive side of the ball. But if you told me right there,
66-14 against Rice.
I think San Jose State.
That was the score last year in the first.
Yeah,
game.
But Rice's offense wasn't as good as San Jose State's.
I'm just throwing out hypothetical things that happened in the past.
No, I do think USC is going to. Like this will probably be 49 to 17 at one point.
I can't come on.
San Jose State won 7 games a year ago, man.
This is Lincoln Riley. Statement game.
He's the guy who's going to run it up.
Yeah.
But again, I mean,
every game's a statement game. For
the San Jose State's biggest loss last year was at San Diego State. They lost by 16. Now,
yeah, they lost at Auburn only by 8, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a dynamic program last year. They were firing at all cylinders.
Dude, I mean USC also. It's not like USC was killing it last year. They were winning close every fucking week. They barely beat Cal.
Yeah, but this is year 2 of Lincoln Riley. They have the best quarterback in the land, and they're going to want to get that Heisman campaign off to a nice start.
And
there's going to be stat padding with USC, so I can't unless there's a compelling reason, like they're on the road in fucking at Oregon State in Corvallis, something like that. I gotta take USC here. This is when you bet on USC.
Yeah, this feels like a.
I know it sucks, Colby.
I'm taking San Jose State.
To me, the comparable game is last year at home against Fresno State. They won 45-17. I feel like that's what this game could look like.
And Fresno State lost their starting quarterback that game. So
again, they beat Arizona State 42-25. That was not a good Arizona State team last year. They barely beat Cal by 6 at home. Even Colorado, how bad was Colorado? They won by 38. All right. I guess that's your example. But yeah, give me 30 and a half.
Example. The opening game last year.
Whatever the team, what is the team total on USC?
Shout out draft.
I think they'll get in. I think they'll get in the 50s.
48.5.
Yeah, take the over on that.
Okay. So you think? Okay, I like that. I'm in.
Yeah, let's get in on that.
Colby's a team total guy, Sean. You see this? He's changed in the offseason.
Hey, football season's here. Busy, just jamming content after content, traveling a bunch. If you're like me, you're just going to be watching hours upon hours of television, great football action, college football rolling right into the National Football League. You don't have time to have healthy food. Like, what are we talking about? The shittiest I eat all year is during football season because I'm busy. I'm locked into the game. It's, oh, hey, get fast food, drive through, whatever. Why not do something healthy? Level up with Gourmet Plus options prepared to perfection by chefs ready to eat in record time. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, asparagus. I mean, Kramer, we're always ordering some sort of, shitty breakfast for Sunday, but how about we get this delivered? Apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar, egg bites, and potato, bacon and egg breakfast skillets.
Delicious.
Ryan, you love a juice. You love a smoothie. I mean, why are we not getting these from Factor? We already are. And you should be too. Again, delicious foods sent right to your door. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh flavor packed meals delivered right to your door, ready in 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast. I mean, the photo of the food alone is getting me hungry. Head to factormeals.com/SGPN50. Use code SGPN50 to get 50% off. That's code SGPN50 at factormeals.com/SGPN50 to get 50% off. Delicious.
The chat is lit, much like these stadiums will be.
Serial wanting to know, will this sheet be in the Patreon? Of course, all the sheets we got, pick'em sheets, will be available on Patreon, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon.
Is the man in the box? Yes. And the sheets will be in the Patreon. There's some history here in the college football.
D Bettis saying I'm too much of a caveman for a meal like that.
What is that?
D Bettis, they have protein.
Oh.
You can get the protein plus meal. They have keto meals.
Dude, it's 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about? They specialize. If you can handle their protein plus, their 30 grams of protein options, and you still need more protein. I don't know, man. That sounds like a personal
John
problem.
loves that extra protein. Just, all the protein. Florida International,
airport, baby,
taking on La Tech in Ruston, Louisiana, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. So this is gonna be a nighttime game here. La Tech laying 11, -410 on the money line, 320 going the other way. 48.5 is the total. Who is the coach at the airport right now?
Mike McIntyre, 2-time coach of the year.
So the airport's coming on the come up.
They get rated in the portal every year, but they beat
this Florida.
They beat La Tech last year. Now La Tech went and got Bachmeier.
That's not an upgrade.
What was our game that we played during COVID?
College football.
Yeah, we had
NCAA
Bachmeier
football.
was good in that game.
It was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I think you got to take the airport though, because I just think year 2 of Max coaching reign there at FIU, and I just feel like the team, despite losing some key players, will still be solid. 11 points is too much. You give them a month to prepare for the air raid. Sonny Cumbie doing the Mike Leach thing, and
do we think it's good, all this air raid?
What do you mean?
Too much air raid?
Of course, it was great when it first came out. Now it's too much. Now they're creating rules so that everyone stays.
FIU's been good as a dog. They had they pulled outright upsets over New Mexico State as a 16-point dog, Charlotte as a 14-point dog, La Tech as a 6.5-point dog in double overtime. Obviously, La Tech may be looking for revenge, but
Smoke Harris at wideout.
Yeah, there's some great names in this game. Receiver, Nebraska transfer, DeColdis Crawford.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean that's an
you got to play that commercial.
Maybe Smoke's gonna hang out with Puffenberger.
I again, like, well, first off, we got to play the cat sound effect twice because we got the
Double
Panthers
count.
Versus the Bobcats.
Play the sword sound effect for that because it's a scissor.
Okay,
going real deep.
All right. I think FIU pretty good pass rush. Again, they're just good as a dog. I just don't see why Bachmeier should be an 11-point favorite. That to me is a little bit crazy. I mean, what am I missing?
They
here,
lost
Colby?
to FIU last year too. Now,
I get they'll be up for the game, but the 11 points sounds crazy.
Could be lit. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Ruston, Louisiana. What are you gonna do on a Saturday in Ruston, Louisiana, Sean?
You're gonna go watch the La Tech. Get after it.
Have a few twisted tees.
Do we have a weather report here, Colby?
Sunny, humid.
Really?
Sweat bubbling off your ass.
Who does that help? Because the airport,
the airport's used to swamp ass.
Yeah, a lot of swamp ass.
But no, all Louisiana swamp ass. No, they have a swamp ass soup. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. Also, important to remind people: responsible gambling, taking lots of when you say that you're going to take a big dog week 0, just point out who knows anything at this point.
Well, especially with college, there's no injury reports. There's no preseason games. Like inherently, isn't there more value on the dogs?
Yeah.
Dog. Well, Kramer has like 9 favorites, but what are you
when
doing
I
here,
take
Kramer?
the dogs, like Florida International.
Okay, you're on them.
It makes sense to point out you want because who knows, but the favorites I know, that's why I took them. Especially Vanderbilt.
Colby, you're 100% in on FIU then plus 11.
Yeah,
11 seems crazy.
I'm a Coach Mac guy.
I'm a little worried about Colby's proximity to the situation here. It's
the Mountain West media day Colby may have fell in love with some guys, and I mean not in this game, but we got to worry. Colby's becoming friends with these guys.
I thought
be TMZ.
Yeah. I thought you were
actually after that experience. I don't think I can meet them anymore, guys.
It's not good. I honestly thought
it's hard to talk trash about him once you meet him and they become friends.
And then I feel like Air Force's coach could be playing me. He's like saying how bad his team's gonna be. He's like, we lost Brad Roberts and Daniels. We're just not gonna be any good this year. We got it in the NCAA rules. And I'm like, yeah, well, shit. I was feeling good about Air Force. Now I'm gonna Benedict. Just give me the under on Air Force.
Oh wow.
But he's luring you into the trap.
He's fucking with me, right?
Oh, you're a bogey who just fell into his radar. Come on.
He did have a great answer. I don't know if you.
No one who's a part of the Air Force lacks confidence.
What did he? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank right now on the. I asked him about the NCAA rule changes, and he compared it to. I'm drawing a blank on the event historically, but he used like a historical reference.
World War II, D-Day.
No, it was something
Book
more
burning.
Hilarious. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway,
Noah B.
That day in Alabama when Jerry Jones stood on the wrong side.
Noah B. from the college baseball experience, producer over at the college football experience as well. Bachmeyer struggled with Boise's air raid experiment last year, and now it's his first game with La Tech. They also run the air raid. Great point. No, like that. 105-degree heat. I think any of that favors the dog.
Horrible.
And Louisiana Tech's running back is out. Thank you, Noah.
Well, if you're under the air raid, that doesn't mean that much though. If you run into the air raid, it's just like, okay, next guy up.
I watched Coach Leach throw the football to the running back a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that statement.
It's going to be so hot.
You don't know ball. Are you on a list that's people that know ball?
It's going to be so hot. The Louisiana Tech guys they'd rather be hanging out in the shade with their fat little girlfriends, drinking some lemonade, eating sandwiches.
We can talk about that.
Fish sandwiches.
This is the first year without Coach Leach, man, in college football since the '80s. It's fucking terrible.
Dude, let's have.
But we do have Biff Poggi.
So Colby, in his honor, you should be drinking some lemonade and having
eating
some
a fish sandwich.
That's how you start every football year now.
I think in his honor, we start talking about this Lincoln, California game.
No, hold on.
Against the College of Idaho.
We're on to something. Yeah. So Colby drinks, he gets a fish sandwich, he has a lemonade, and he sits with his fat little girlfriend, aka Patty C. And they watch the game.
Well, Ryan, the studio, we just got
Let's do a glamour shot of Colby sipping on the lemonade. With the
we just got the fish smell out from your 24-hour draft day where you were just chowing down on
I've never
tuna.
been a big fan of the fish sandwich. Like, just give me the fucking fish. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I guess sandwich is open for interpretation.
Colby does have on the sheet Lincoln, California, College of Idaho. There's no line on that, but please tell people about the game.
Well, first off, Lincoln, the good people of Lincoln University, Sean, in Oakland, California. I believe Gary Payton is their basketball coach, or he was. It's hard to find intel on the good University of Lincoln, but
obviously
they want to play football, but they don't have a football stadium, and the city's not behind helping them out. So,
how much money do they need? You trying to get a check here?
They went
raising money.
Dude, they did this last year. They're playing away games the whole season to raise money for a football stadium.
But
they're absolutely fantastic.
So let's zoom out for a second. Let's just assume that people don't actually know who the fuck they are, or College of Idaho. What level are we talking about here?
It's Division II, baby.
Division II.
D2. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, this is a
College of Idaho is an NAIA program.
Yeah.
Which isn't that below Division III?
No, that can register. I got this from ESPN D2 schedule.
Sean, we're talking. The College of Idaho is in a division below.
No, watch.
I think remember when we looked up Adam Thielen and he played for like an NIA or NAIA school?
Buddy,
this is the same level.
Look at this right here.
See,
you pull this up
Colby,
and bam.
I can't trust anything on that computer.
Bam. You see that? You see that?
What, Sean? What week will we need to make?
Who you taking?
I'm not taking either school. This is a trick.
No, you got
this is a trap.
One. And we have Florida Memorial going up to Bluefield.
No, we're not taking on Bluefield.
Sean, why would you not pick these?
Sean, let's do something. I mean, all right, sure. I'll take the college. So you're saying one of these schools is D2 and one's NAIA?
No, I think that
Give
counts.
me D2.
Yeah.
Lincoln, California, Gary Payton,
not affiliated with the football program.
And then
who you taking, Sean?
He's making us make a pick on this. You see?
Why would you not? Florida Memorial and Bluefield is going to be on ESPNU, right?
Bluefield.
So, Bluefield.
Yeah, you're my boy, Bluefield.
So, and let's ride with. I actually think College of Idaho might have a leg up.
Wait, you don't actually have any
because they have a field and a place to practice. Yeah, I'll go with the team with the field.
I'll take Bluefield too. I typed in Bluefield and somehow Blue Shield Insurance was all over my screen here.
Miami, Florida Memorial is in Miami Gardens.
Yeah, yeah,
private.
But they got to go to West Virginia.
Listen to how many listen to how many times this university has changed their name. Sounds like a guy trying to hide from something. Florida Baptist Institute, Florida Baptist Academy, Florida Normal and Industrial Institute, totally normal. Florida Normal and Industrial Memorial College, Florida Memorial College.
All right, guys, we're gonna move it along here. Get to the locks. Before we do, a shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Love me some Underdog Fantasy, of course. Get in the best ball drafts for your chance to win $15 million. But they also have Pick'em for college football. That's right. Your favorite over under plays on again, like it's super fun to get down on these. They have the season long ones up. I think they're gonna have week 0. Stay tuned. But Jalen Daniels of the Kansas Jayhawks, been loving him, high on him this season. He's over his higher lower is set at 21.5 passing touchdowns. Give me the higher. I'm high on the Kansas Jayhawks. I know Colby is. We're rock chalk here when it comes to college football, but again, get down on that and you can tie it to a couple other higher lowers that you like. Get a sweet payday over there. Visit underdogfantasy.com or find them in the app and sign up with promo code SGPN. Get your first deposit doubled up to $100. Again, so deposit 100, you get 200. Let's go, baby. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, time for the lock dog tease and bonus lock. Kramer, kick things off in our inaugural week 0 podcast.
You sure you want me to go first? You sure? Okay. Are we doing double lock?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Lock number 1. Give me. I did say Vanderbilt is lock potential. So let's put Vanderbilt in the lock seat. Let's go.
Nobody goes into the construction zone and gets a dub.
Are we allowing FCS in the dog category?
Of course.
Give me, no, you know what? Yeah, give me South Carolina State on the money line.
We don't have that price yet, but
all right, then.
No, you can do it. I'm just saying. I'm guessing it'll be plus 400 on the money line.
All right, so yeah, and then Tease again. Very sharp is teasing these FCS games, especially. Let's go Jacksonville State up to 7.
That's FBS.
I know. I was. I mean, some of these numbers they're not right for teasing. Let's go Vanderbilt down to 11.5. Sometimes I just gotta. What would Colby do? And USC minus 24.5.
All right. And what's your bonus?
Oh no! Undo that. I forgot. New Mexico State fade UMass. Fade UMass. Bonus lock.
That's the Roswell Bowl, but no, that's the SEC Bowl. The winner goes to the SEC.
I think the lock is second lock's gonna have to be Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State
And Rich
+1.
Rod, we trust.
Yeah, I like.
Always respected Rich Rod when he coached West Virginia.
All right, for me, I'll go for my first lock. Give me South Carolina State +9.
Great pick.
Thank you. For my dog, give me FIU on the money line +320.
Ooh.
For my tease, give me New Mexico State down to -0.5. I mean, if I'm going to lose a tease because of UMass, so be it. Give me Notre Dame down to -15. And then for the last leg of my tease, oh man, this is an interesting teasing week. Give me Mercer down to 10.5.
Every week's an interesting teasing week in college football. Fucking kidding me?
For my bonus lock,
how are we still doing a tease in college?
San Jose State +30.5. It's just way too big. Colby, what do you got?
Locking up. We're gonna go with Jacksonville State to get it done. Come on, this place could be rocking.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. The dog is the airport, man. Getting 11. Come on.
Uh-oh.
And they're gonna win that thing on the money line. Did it last year. They can do it again, baby. Tease. Let's go. What are we doing here? Let's go the airport up to what 17.
He copied your
airport up to 17. Then let's go.
It's gonna be so
Albany
annoying.
down to half a point.
When you're watching this game tomorrow.
Great Poffenberger down to a half a point.
FIU goes up big and he just starts rooting for Latex to come back.
Then let's go. What are we doing here on the final leg of this? Let's go.
I didn't put Puffenberger in my.
Yeah, see, you're a piece of shit, dude. Let's go.
Oh, Albany is a -1.5.
Oh yeah, 1.5. Sorry. And then I will do. Let's go South Carolina State up to 15.
Nice double FCS in your teaser. That's very sharp.
Let's go. Baby.
I want to see. I want to try and put this tease in at Circuit just to get their reaction.
Oh, they're not going to let us.
The bonus lock is the airport. Take the airport +11.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So Colby has.
Wow.
This is always scary when Colby has FIU on the money line, on the tees, and in his bonus lock. What could go wrong?
All right, no, I'll change it. I don't want that to fuck it up.
I don't want you to change it. I just want to point out when, as someone who grades these sheets a lot of times, when I see 3 of these things, I got to hit red all at the same time. It's.
Okay, no, let's ride with it. Fuck it. Let's go.
Again, don't.
Coach
I'm not trying to get in your head.
Let's go.
It just does crack me up.
Let's go. Let's go hit.
Let's go. All right.
Hike.
Producer Josh, his locks are Notre Dame, Hawaii, and New Mexico State. He likes Hawaii on the money line +625. And then SDSU, Hawaii, New Mexico State on the tees.
Yeah, he did the same thing as Colby. Put all his eggs in a couple baskets. And I like how he said, you know what? I don't give a shit that you only have 2 lines for locks. I'm putting in 3.
And I'll tweet out some money line round robins if we can get down on some of those. Because like an FIU, Hawaii, Fordham.
You're gonna do Hawaii,
SC State.
Well, and also if you're down there at
San Jose State.
If you're down there,
come back with a new car.
If you're down there,
break the bank, baby.
If you're down there at Circa and you need me to just shoot me a text, Sean, and I can hook you up with the way to watch Bluefield football.
Okay,
right?
Got Noah guy.
I'm actually gonna fade you guys on this. Your takes are horrible.
Here's Poffenberger, man. This is gold.
Oh
wait, the second dunk is better. I feel.
The audio's pretty unsettling.
Yeah. Wait, here, this one. No, this one right here. This is the windmill.
This guy's gonna be doing. That rim's not 10 foot.
Poffenberger?
This rim's not 10 feet.
You're fading the Poff?
This makes me love Fordham.
I will say they are filming from down below, which makes me believe
not 10-foot rims.
There might be a problem.
Investigate the rims.
It's called the Vin Diesel effect.
Hey, toss us a nice 5-star rating and review. College football is back. Sensitive Ravens fan gave me a 1 star. Come on, we know we're better than that. Let's fucking go. Subscribe to the College Football Experience if you haven't already. Catch up on their team previews.
And the FCS College Football
FCS College Football Experience, the Big 12 College Football Experience, and go back and check out our college football conference previews. The College Football Conference win total doc is on the Patreon as well. Again, appreciate all your support with that. And yeah, let's get it, baby. Football is here.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
I have not gotten a response yet from Reese Puffenberger.
Kramer, let it ride.